Hello to everyone in the 3B. Today I thought I'd read to you from this poetry book called Utterly Brilliant Poetry, and it's a collection of poems by Brian Patten, himself a very good poet. And the first poems are by a poet called Spike Milligan, and he was very well known for writing limericks, which are very short, funny poems. And the first poem I'm going to read to you is A Bee. And can you see how it's shown on the page there? And if you look very closely, you can see A, B, not the whole word, just the letter. Here we go. A bee is after me, and that is why I flee. I flee. This bee appears to be very, very angry. It doesn't have to be long to be a good poem, does it? Next one's even shorter. My sister Laura. My sister Laura's bigger than me and lifts me up quite easily. I can't lift her. I've tried and tried. She must have something heavy inside. And here she is, looking very, very heavy. And the last one I'm reading to you by Spike Milligan also has a very interesting layout. It's about a worm, and as you can see, each line kind of takes the shape of a wriggly worm. Today I saw a little worm wriggling on his belly. Perhaps he'd like to come inside and see what's on the telly. The next poem is by Michael Rosen, and Michael Rosen wrote The Chocolate Cake, Eddie and the Nappy, Eddie and the Gerbils, lots of very funny poems. And this one is called The Itch. And if I show you here the pictures, you can see these super illustrations. Look at especially the bottom one there, look at that. Here goes the poem. If your hands get wet in the washing up water, if they get covered in flour, if you get grease or oil all over your fingers, if they land up in the mud, wet grit, paint or glue, have you noticed it's just then that you always get a terrible itch just inside your nose? And you can try to twitch your nose, twist your nose, squeeze your nose, scratch it with your arm, scrape your nose on your shoulder, or press it up against the wall, but it's no good. You can't get rid of the itch. It drives you so mad, you just have to let a finger get at it. And before you know you've done it, you've wiped a load of glue or oil or cold wet pastry all over the end of your nose. Now the next poem is by a poet called Charles Causley. And I'll show you the page because it's particularly beautifully illustrated. The Tam Snow, it's called. Who in the white wood, barefoot, ice-fingered, runs to and fro? Tam Snow. Who, soft as a ghost, falls on our house to strike blow after blow? Tam Snow. Who, with a touch of the hand, stills the world's sound in its flow? Tam Snow. Who holds to our side, though as friend or as foe, we never may know? Tam Snow. Who hides in the hedge after thaw, waits for more of his kind to show? Tam Snow. Who is the guest first we welcome, then long to see go? Tam Snow. The next poem is by Benjamin Zephaniah, and I'll show you how the page looks. You see that, the title there? Thank You, made out of books. And it's all about thanking for words, yeah, and all the jobs that words do. Thank you for the words I read. Thank you for the words I need. Thank you for the words so great. Thanks for words that raise debate. Thanks for the words on my bookshelf. Thanks for the words I make myself. Thank you for words that make me cry and words that leave me feeling dry. Thanks for words that do inspire and those words that burn like fire. Thanks for all the words I note. Thank you for all the words I quote. I thank you for the words like me. Thanks for words that set me free. And I thank you for words like you. I always need a word or two. Thanks for words that make things plain and words that help me to explain. Thanks for words that make life fun and words that help me overcome. Thanks for words that make me rap. Thanks for words that make me clap. Thanks for words that make me smile. Thanks for words with grace and style. Thanks for all those words that sing. Thanks for words are everything. Thanks for all the words like this and little sloppy words like kiss. Thanks for words like hip hooray and those cool words I like to say. Thanks for words that reach and touch. Thank you very, very much. The next the next two are by Brian Patten himself, the poet who made the collection. And the first one is called The Race to Get to Sleep. And it's about a brother and sister who are going as fast as they can and want to be the first one who falls asleep. They're on their marks. They're set. They're off. Matthew's kicking off his shoes. Penny's struggling out of her jumper. He's ripping off his trousers. She's got one sock off. Now the other's off. But Matthew's still winning. No, he's not. It's Penny. Penny's in the lead. She's down to her knickers. She's racing out of the room. She's racing upstairs. Matthew's right behind her. There's a fight on the landing. There's a scramble at the bathroom door. It's Penny. It's Matthew. It's splash. They're both in the bath. But there's a hitch. Matthew's got soap in his eye. Penny's got soap up her nose. They're stalling, but no, they're both fine. They're both out of the bath. They're neck and neck. It's Matthew. It's Penny. It's Matthew. Now it's Penny again. She's ahead. She's first on with her pyjamas. Now Matthew's catching up. There's nothing in it. They're climbing into their beds. Matthew's in the lead with one eye closed. Now it's Penny again. She's got both closed. So Matthew, he's catching up. It's impossible to tell who's winning. They're both absolutely quiet. There's not a murmur from either of them. It's Matthew. It's Penny. It's a draw. A draw. But no, wait a moment. It's not a draw. Matthew's opened an eye. He's asking if Penny's asleep yet. He's disqualified. So's Penny. She's doing the same. She's asking if Matthew's asleep yet. It's impossible. It's daft. It's the hardest race in the world. I'll show you the pictures there. Dashing out of the bath, getting into bed as fast as they can. And this one's a very short, rather lovely poem. I'll show you the picture right there. It's the one at the bottom I'm going to read. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. And it goes, squeezes. We love to squeeze bananas. We love to squeeze ripe plums. And when they are feeling sad, we love to squeeze our mums. Anyway, that's it for today. I miss you all. And I'm looking forward to when we can all be back together. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this. And let me know what you thought. Bye-bye now.